Hi everyone, it's time for a new vlog, and today is going to be part 2 of my Polarthon reading vlogs. So, the Polarthon is a readathon hosted by Jade and co-hosted by Gavin, Aaron, Sasha, and Preece. So, of course, I'm going to link all of them down below. Definitely check them all out. And it's just basically a winter-themed readathon. And I'm going to link the first vlog that I made for this down below. If you want to watch that, I really enjoyed making it. I technically already did all the prompts in that vlog, so I read 4 books. One of them didn't fully count. I didn't officially count it, but I wanted to read it, and so I read it. The 3 books that I read together counted for all the prompts, and so the thing that I want to do now is just to kind of read the books that I'm the most excited for that work for some of the prompts. And yeah, so I'm super excited. I already started reading a book. So I started Destiny Surrender by Beverly Jenkins. This book is about Billy and Drew. I'm pretty sure I remember their names correctly, and it is a historical romance, and it's basically Billy is a prostitute, and the two of them sleep together at the beginning of the book, and then we kind of move over the next 2 chapters. We move through the first year of her pregnancy and then the first year of her baby, after he's born. The two of them are apart, and I did not love the first 10% because of that. Cause also Drew was trying to find a wife, and he got engaged to this girl who was super nice and sweet. And it kind of sucked because, you want the romance to happen, you want the main couple to get together, and, but at the same time, I didn't want the girl to get hurt, and yeah, but all of that gets solved pretty quickly, and the two of them get reunited, obviously. Oh my god, I got so fucking pissed at Drew when Billy, came to his house with the baby and told him that he's the father. His reaction was absolute trash, but I'm sure he's gonna have, a lot of character development and stuff, and so I'm so excited to see the two of them fall in love and watch them get closer, because something that I didn't expect is that it honestly, where I'm at right now, it kind of has enemies to lovers vibes, because the two of them had a really strong connection at the beginning, but then obviously both of them had to kind of go on with their lives. And now Drew had the shit reaction, and so the two of them are don't want to have anything to do with each other, but want obviously their son to be okay and safe and everything. This one kind of works for the cozy vibes prompt, because we can kind of do anything we want with the cozy vibes prompt. And I mentioned in my last video and in my TBR that historical romances to me always feel really cozy for some reason. And then I think there might be a little bit of white on the cover. I'm super excited for this. And then I wanted to mention some things that I kind of already mentioned in my last video. So in my last video, I actually mentioned that I really want to read Legendborn. So I think I'm going to put this on hold for a little tiny bit, because I mentioned in my last video that I'm going to be hosting my own readathon, which is going to be the Comfortathon, and one of the prompts for that is to read a book you've been dying to read, and I just know I'm going to adore this, and I have been dying to read it, and so it would make sense if I read it now, but I just got super excited to read it for the readathon. So yeah, but super excited. Definitely check this out. It's a YA fantasy Arthurian legend retelling, and I've heard nothing but incredible things about it. And so, really excited to read that later. All the Comfortathon information is going to be linked down below. I'm so fucking excited. I hope that you all join if you can. And so, the other 2 books that I want to focus on now is Frostblood by Ellie Blake and The Winter Duke by Claire Eliza Bartlett. I might also pick up another audiobook, but I have yet to decide what that's going to be. So, yeah, I'm super excited. This has been quite a long update, so I'm going to shut up now. Gonna go read, so, make yourself some coffee, tea. I'm gonna show you my cat. It's gonna be great. I don't know if there's gonna be any snow, but if there is, I'm gonna show you that. And I hope you enjoy this reading vlog. Hi everyone. everyone, so it is time for an update. It is 9 p.m. and today has been a bit of a blur. I don't even know what I've been doing, and when I last updated you, I think I just did the intro clip. I haven't made any more progress with Destiny's Surrender cause I wanted an audiobook. Was in the mood for This Is How You Lose the Time War by Amal El-Motar and Max Gladstone. So I was like thinking about it. I was thinking about all the things that I want to read in this vlog and everything, and it hit me that like, oh my gosh, I'm in the mood for this book. And I've been wanting to read this for like at least a year, and Fadwa from Word Wonders recently read it and they kept telling me that I need to read it, that I would absolutely love it, and I trust Fadwa's recommendations completely. And another friend of mine also started the book and said that it's amazing, and she had the idea to like she was listening to the audiobook and reading the book at the same time, and so I was really excited to do that, and I'm doing that, and it's amazing. I am shook. Like, I am already at 34%, and there's a really high chance I'm just gonna finish this because it's so fucking good. So this book is an adult sci-fi type of a book. There's kind of time travel, and it's about red and blue, and it's a sapphic romance, and the way that it's written, the way that the world is so interesting and so unique and so cool. It's like kind of abstract in a way. And I was always scared of this book because everyone said that like it's kind of a little bit like confusing or just like difficult to understand, but I feel like reading it with my eyes and with the audiobook at the same time really helps, so I do recommend that if you can do that. And also I just feel like I really need to like focus a little bit more than I normally do, and then like it's been okay. And I think it's also important to just accept that like it's not completely clear. Like there are things that are kind of abstract that aren't completely explained. And so I've just accepted that I can't fully comprehend it, but it's just so magical and so cool. And the thing that I love most about it is that basically blue and red are on kind of like opposite sides of a war. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like a Romeo and Juliet retelling or like inspired by it or something, so I'm a little scared of the ending, but it's fine. The two of them send each other letters, sort of, and in case you didn't know, letters in books are some of my favorite things ever. Like letters, texts, everything like that. I absolutely adore it, and so I'm absolutely loving that. And I was immediately in love with the two main characters, which I did not expect at all. There's just, in the letters, there's immediately just so much personality, and they're really distinct as well, and the writing is so beautiful, and it's just so like emotional, and I really didn't expect that. It completely transports me into the story. I'm just so like absorbed in it and absolutely loving it, and I can't believe that I'm finally reading it after all this time, and I'm absolutely loving it so much more than I expected. Like, I always thought that like it would be a good book, but it wouldn't be for me, but I was wrong, and I'm so happy. So yeah, I'm gonna go do stuff and get back to reading. Hi everyone, so I'm once again sorry if the lighting is a little bit weird. I just finished This Is How You Lose a Time War, and I'm speechless. I'm literally speechless. I was like, I can't film an update right now. I need some time to like process things. but at the same time, I was like, I need to talk about this book. I loved it so much. Where do I even start? Like, holy fucking shit. So I didn't end up finishing it last night, and I ended up being way busier than I planned, but it's fine. I just finished it now. It's like 2-3 p.m. and it's a 5-star. It might even be a new favorite. Like one of my, like it might be joining my all-time favorite books. And it's definitely like now maybe my number one or like one of my top favorite sapphic books, cause it was absolutely incredible. Like, oh my god. I kind of said it before yesterday already, that I just thought this would be a book that I would think, oh my gosh, this is so masterfully done, but I wouldn't be super connected to it. I wouldn't like, feel that attached or anything, but I was wrong. I immediately fell in love with Blue and Red, and the letters between them made me feel emotions that I don't like. I've never felt anything like it. I've never read anything like this. It was so intense in such a special way that I cannot put into words, and it was just so powerful and intense and beautiful and unique and incredible, and it felt like absolutely magical. And the whole, like, the writing, the world, the romance, everything about this was absolutely like unreal. It was surreal, it was incredible, it was too beautiful to be put into words. I need to absolutely need to get myself a physical copy. I cannot live without it, and I just oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, like, this is like the biggest reading plot twist of the year. When Fudbot told me I would love this book, I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna read it, it's gonna be great. But I underestimated how fucking incredible it is. And I just, how is it so good? The writing is incredible, and the characters, I'm in love. I am in love. I'm in love. And this book is absolutely incredible. I feel like I say the sentence, I've never read anything like this, so often, but this is like, I have never in my life read anything like this, and I don't think I could ever like read anything like this again. And it is absolutely incredible, and please give this book a try. And seriously, like, I don't consider myself like a smart reader. I feel like I get confused really easily, and I think the only thing that is important to do with this is, like, if you listen on audio, if you can, I would recommend you like read with your eyes as well, because like, or at least read at a slower speed. I'm speechless. This was everything, and we finally have a 5-star this week, and this is seriously like, this is a new favorite. Like, holy shit, wow. Yeah. So like, the way that this book made me feel, I don't nothing has ever made me feel this way. Like, books obviously have made me feel like intense emotions, and like I have other absolute all-time favorites, but this was just such a unique and special feeling that I will always cherish it, and I'm definitely gonna reread it, and I just need the physical book right now. So this was incredible. I think I need to shut up because, like, I cannot talk about this book, so maybe I'm definitely going to talk about it a million more times again. So this one worked for the journey prompt. Like I said, it's a journey through space, it's a journey through time. I feel like it's definitely absolutely perfect for that prompt, and it was absolutely incredible. So fucking beyond happy that I read this book. The plans today are to keep on reading Destiny's Surrender I have not made any more progress since last night because I kind of, again, wanted to listen to the audiobook and read the book, and so I'm going to get back to that now. And then later today, I also want to start Frostblood by Ellie Blake. So this one, again, this I think is a polar fantasy. It has a white cover and it has a cold word in the title. Yeah, so I'm going to shut up and I'm going to go read, and I'm going to update you soon. It is time for an update. I just finished reading Destiny's Surrender by Beverly Jenkins, and I really enjoyed it. I absolutely loved the romance. The thing that I said with Drew, he definitely did have a lot of character development. There's just something about Beverly's romances that is just, they're so romantic and swoon worthy. Like the lines, the energy between the main characters and everything, like it's incredible. And this book was no different. Like it was exactly that, and it was so beautiful and steamy and romantic and intense, and I loved it, and I was so invested in Billy and Drew's relationship. I also loved the fact that basically, like, there are so many other relationships in this book and in this whole series. It is really centered around the family that's like Drew's brothers and his mom, and just like that whole family, and it's like definitely like family vibes. And the first book and this book is basically that the heroine has had a really difficult life, and now they get the love and care and just the home that they deserve, which is just so fucking beautiful. And there was like a moment between Billy and the heroine from the first book, which was so fucking sweet. So they had a friendship, and just I loved the family dynamics, and it was just so beautiful and amazing, and I just, yes. And also, if you're going to be participating in the Comfortathon, which I already said it in this video, right, that I'm hosting a readathon, and then if you're going to be participating, I would absolutely recommend you check out this series. It is a standalone series and you can read them like separately, but I would absolutely recommend you check it out in order, since it has such strong family vibes and like all the characters are there throughout the whole thing. I would really recommend it because you're gonna see the characters, like from the first book and the second book and from the first two and the third one and everything. So yeah, it is perfect for so many of the challenges. Like, it's a romance, it's written by a Black author, it has found family, and it is definitely a favorite author. Beverly Jenkins is definitely one of my absolute most favorite historical romance authors, and she's super popular in general, so it definitely works for that as well. I'm in this super weird spot, and I'm gonna make this update quick. I got cut off from what I was saying because I forgot that I was like watching a live show that Jade is doing with G from the Book Roast, and it was like the reading sprint before, so it was quiet, and then they started talking and I was in my bed and I couldn't turn it off immediately, so I'm here. And there wasn't a lot else that I wanted to say, but just, pick this series up. Again, it's perfect for Comfortathon, but it's also perfect for any other time that you want to read it. It is amazing. I'm so happy that I read it, and I can't fucking wait to read Destiny's Captive, because that one follows like the heroine is some kind of a pirate, and she steals the hero's ship, and they have a romance, and I'm sure it's gonna be super fun. I'm super excited. I have heard that it's some people's favorite, and so I can't wait. Definitely gonna be reading that super soon. And yeah, it is time for some updates. I have been reading Frostblood by Ellie Blake. I'm on the page 181, so pretty much exactly halfway through, and I'm enjoying it. This book is about Ruby, who is a fireblood in a land ruled by frost. She has been basically hiding her whole life, and then there's this raid that happens, and where she lives, so many people get killed, and she is put into prison, and then she basically wants to get revenge on the king, and she gets rescued from the prison by this group of people, and she ends up working with like a warrior, and yes, they have a romance. There's not a love triangle in this. It definitely has kind of like cold, cool vibes a little bit. Not as much as some of the other books I've read in the Polarthon, but I like it. And the thing that I love a lot is the magic. So there's like icy frost magic and fire magic, which I just love elemental magic. One of the reasons why I didn't read this book for years is that I just kind of heard that it's, like super basic YA fantasy published in like 2015 and nothing new, nothing fun, nothing interesting. And it's not anything unique, not anything unpredictable, but I do really like the main character and I do like the romance. There is like chemistry between them. It doesn't feel forced, and there's not a love triangle, so that gets a thumbs up from me. And I personally don't need books to be unpredictable in the slightest. It's not something that I care about at all. So there are some kind of like cliches, like we have the chosen one trope, and the main character is trying to like take control of her powers and everything, but I like that, and it's something that I always enjoy, and I don't mind that I've seen it before. And so, if you are kind of tired of like that classic YA fantasy vibe, maybe it's not for you, but like if you want something like really easy to get into and fast-paced and quick and fun and interesting and that doesn't have a love triangle, I would suggest you try this one out. Like so far it is fun and I'm really happy that I gave it a try. I don't think it's probably not going to be a 5-star for me, but I think that it could definitely be at least like 3.5 or 4. Obviously I'm only halfway through, but like that is the feeling that I'm getting right now and I'm enjoying it. It is Friday and I was going to film until tomorrow, but I probably will have to wrap it up in the morning because just, yeah, something's happening, and I also want to start another vlog before Comfortathon because I'm totally fine and, smart, so yeah. I was going to read The Winter Duke, and so I don't think I'm gonna have time for that, unfortunately, and it's not a book that I want to rush, so I might wait to read it during Comfortathon. And I want to pick up, I forgot the name. I literally looked it up again. I was like, okay, and I memorized it and now it's gone. But I'm gonna put it up on the screen. This is a middle grade, I'm pretty sure, and it's only like 5 hours on Scribd, and so I thought that would be perfect to just get into the Polarthon, and it felt like it was perfect for, the Polarthon vibes and everything. And again, I've basically like already done all the challenges, so I can kind of do whatever I want. And so this book seems like it's a polar fantasy, and everyone in the reviews was saying that it's super atmospheric and it's set during winter. There's some kind of like a sea element, which I know that one of the prompts for the other teams, which obviously I'm not doing, but like it is like icy cold waters, and so that is in there. And I just feel like it could be a really nice, quick, fun read, and so I'm gonna listen to that. And then there's a graphic novel that I also saw on Scribd that I might pick up potentially because it looked really nice. And yeah, I'm gonna try to calm down and like not pressure myself, but I'm still super excited to read these things, so like we're good. And one of the reasons, like, this is funny, I want to mention it, is one of the reasons why I was like, wait, I need to read another thing, is that in the thumbnail right now, it's basically like the pictures that I put of the covers, there's 3 of them, and so it doesn't look balanced at all. And I was like, how about I read another thing that I can put there so that it's 4 and it's nicely balanced? But it's fine. So yeah, so I'm gonna shut up and probably update you when I finish this book. Hi everyone, so I probably don't even have to say it anymore. I'm sorry about the lighting. I have quite a few updates, so let's just get right to them. My hair is still a little bit wet, so if it looks weird, that's why. But I finished reading Frost Blood by Ellie Blake, and I really enjoyed it. I actually ended up feeling like it's not really like a super cliche YA fantasy, and there's a lot that actually surprised me in it. I don't know if that's just me. I really liked the romance in it. It didn't feel forced. I loved the chemistry between them. It definitely was not a big part of the book, so if you don't really like romances that much in fantasy, I would say definitely try it out, because like it's definitely not the main thing in there. I enjoyed it. I just felt like it was a really fast-paced, quick, fun read. Like I said, I loved the magic in it. I'm a little bit conflicted between 3.5 and 4 stars, which is really funny because that's exactly what I expected. So that's really cool. I really enjoyed it, but I felt like there was like around 65 to 75% all that was happening. I was just like not fully loving it, which was definitely like a me thing. The kind of thing that was happening in the plot, I just felt like I didn't care. And it did feel a little bit repetitive in that moment for me, but like other than that, the pace was really quick and fun, and it was definitely very action-packed. There's a lot of fight scenes and things like that, and I typically, like, especially for the past year, I have not given the slightest fuck about action scenes and, like, super plot-heavy, action-packed books, but I liked the characters in here enough to enjoy that, and I really liked the magic, which also helped me enjoy it. Then I read a graphic novel. I mentioned it to you that I wanted to read a graphic novel, and I ended up reading that first. I checked the title and my brain is just like, it's past midnight and my brain is just like, no, I don't know. So I read this graphic novel and it was really cool. I really liked the art style, and it's basically about like the main character lives in a swamp and she's alone and doesn't have any family, doesn't really know where she is. And so she goes on this journey to try to find just people, and you know, she wants to like find a community. And she goes on this journey and it talks a lot about migration. There's, especially in the second half of the book, there's a lot of really cool and impactful metaphors. I have no idea how to rate it because it was such a unique story, and like the way that it was told and everything about it, I just wasn't really fully sure how to rate it, so I don't think I'm going to, but I do recommend you check it out. It is available on Scribd as an ebook, and it was really quick and interesting and cool read. And yeah, so this one kind of counted for the journey prompt. And I want to read one more thing that I want to start it now, like a little bit, and if I'm in the mood in the morning, I'm gonna like read it and finish it in the morning, but no pressure, obviously. I started Malamander, and I literally just started it. Like, I thought I felt like I should give you the update before going any further in so that I could actually like organize my brain in terms of all the things that I'm talking about. But yeah, this is a middle grade fantasy where the main character goes on a journey with this guy to figure out what happened to her parents, and on that journey they're gonna figure out some new things about the legend of the Malamander, which is like a sea monster and things like that. And yeah, so I think it's gonna be super fun. Again, the audiobook is only 5 hours long. So I can't believe how amazing the Polarthon has been. Like, it's not only that I've been reading so many books, but I've been enjoying them so much, and I've just been having so much fun with it, and I'm so happy. And like, this really opened my mind to so many new possibilities. Like, I've never read polar fantasies. I haven't been reading middle grade much at all. Like, before this, I read about like a total of 5-6 middle grades, and this like really made me want to explore the genre more. And in general, even like fantasy, I have been struggling with fantasy for the past year, and this really made me want to read it more because like it's super fun and I love it. So I'm finally gonna shut up. I'm gonna go read, and I'll update you in the morning. Everyone, so it is Saturday, and it is time to kind of do some updates and wrap up this video. So I actually got about 44% to of Malamander, and I decided not to finish it yet, but I wanted to wrap up the video today just because like I'm working on so many things and I want to make it a little bit easier for myself. And I'm trying to learn that I don't have to finish every single book that I read in every video, whether that's, you know, DNFing or just like telling myself that I'm either not in the mood or I don't want to rush it or whatever. So hopefully you don't mind. I've read a lot of other things and, you know, it's chill. So I did like it. I wasn't super invested in the characters, but I did like the atmosphere, and it is definitely like gonna be a really quick, cute, nice story, but like probably not anything super spectacular for me. But I do think that, you know, if you really like atmospheric books and you want a bit of a journey and like magic and sea monsters and legends and things like that, do check it out. And again, the audiobook is available on Scribd. And yeah, so this is the pile of physical books that I read. I think, am I forgetting something? I don't think I'm forgetting anything. So the pile that I showed in the last video was definitely bigger, but I don't remember the last time that I read so many physical books in like one vlog or like 1 week especially. So it also got me really excited to read more physical books. So like I said, The Winter Duke, I'm unfortunately not getting to this just yet. Definitely gonna read it really soon, so stay tuned for that. And like I said, Legendborn, I really want to read during Comfortathon, and I'm super excited. So yeah, so these are all of the books that I have read. It has been absolutely wonderful, and I'm so happy that I participated. So again, check out all the hosts, and if you want to, check out all the information about Comfortathon. Like I said, it's going to be linked down below, and I hope that you all are excited. I'm so fucking excited, and just, oh my god. So that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, leave, if there is a polar bear emoji, then link that down below, because, you know, team polar bear. If there's not, then just any winter emoji that you like. And thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Have a great day, and I'm going to see you soon in another video. Bye!